Same question, right?
Yeah.
It feels great. It always feels good to be home. It's even more special for me this time though, because my wife and my daughter are here, and this is their first time here, so it's just special. It's always, man, it feels good.
Manti, what was your message to the team?
My message to the team was just about family, you know, and really honing in on that feeling and trying to make sure that we understand the importance of family and how much power that comes with that word. And if we actually play as a family, man, good things happen. So that's kind of was the gist of what I said.
What was it like being out there in front of that crowd for that 2 minutes? Did you have that planned out what you were going to say, or
I had some key points that I wanted to hit, but I was actually going to go up there a little cooler. But then right when I stepped up on that stage, it was like, oh, it's game day, and so the adrenaline kind of kicked up, and so you know I just went with it, and you know the crowd seemed to love it. You know, more importantly, the boys, they're ready to go. So I didn't want to spend too much time up there. You know, they look like they're ready. So let's just get it going and get it cracking.
Manti, is this your second? I know you've been back at least once. Have you been back more than once, or is
I think this is like my third or fourth time back. Yeah.
Does this feel different now that you obviously you have your wife and daughter here, but also now having closure maybe on the everything you've gone through? Does it feel different in any way because of that?
No, it's still the same. You know, it's still the same just because this is always home. You know what I mean? So like, home always treated me well. Home always, greeted me with love and just a bunch of support. So it's always been the same. That's the great thing about my Notre Dame family. They've been the same since the beginning. So it's no different for me.
What have the last few weeks been like for you? Seeing the way people have reacted to the documentary and really feeling more of the full story.
It's been amazing. You know, it's been a huge blessing for me. It's actually reminded me of pre-2013 to how it was, and just trying to be a good human being and trying to be a great leader on and off the football field, and just trying to affect people in a positive way. And I think people have really resonated with the kind of gems that were on the documentary, and that's all I really wanted.
Manti, what's it like to watch a game from the stands or in the box?
It's hard. It's hard because especially when you're watching ND, you want to get out there and help the guys out and just go out there and relive those feelings, And I told the boys yesterday that I'd give everything except my wife and my kids to come back and play here, because it was just my best years were here at this school, in this stadium, in those classrooms with my teammates and my classmates and all that. It was the best years.
We had a chance to talk to Coach Freeman much, and if so, curious your impressions of him.
I love him. I told everybody that he reminds me of a coach that I had, and everybody remembers him, Coach Te'o. Just a guy that you would do anything for, and I really think that's what pushed us to where we were at in 2012. When that defense and the success that we had, being the number one defense in the country, is because not only did we play for each other on the field, but we trusted our coaches. Not only Coach Te'o, Coach Elliott, Coach Elston, and Coach Cooks. We're all a huge family, and I told them how fortunate you are that the head man is that guy for you. So it's all up to the boys now.
What is this place on campus when you come back to visit now that you have your family with you?
Yeah.
What are the places that you take them to? What is your Notre Dame? What are the special places?
Man, I don't think there's a place that's not special here for me. The Goog, obviously. I just saw that new indoor field that they have. I've never seen it before. That was my first time touring that thing, so that thing is amazing. So it's kind of cool that I'm able to tell them, like, hey, that wasn't here before, or I used to hang out here a lot, but the Goog is really where I spent the most of my time. Working out, practicing, studying film. I just ran into Tim McDonald, and he's with the Giants now. And his office used to be the office I used to sit in after class for hours and just watch film. And now I think they did construction on the room. That's a big media room now. So it's just going back down memory lane. What's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you, bro. You too.
How are you keeping busy these days now that you're done playing?
Well, I got a 1-year-old daughter, like I said. She keeps me on my toes. My wife is in nursing school, and I also have a real estate business and a trucking business. And so, yeah, it's kind of where I'm at and what I'm doing.
Why was that documentary important to you? Why did you want to tell that story again?
I didn't think that it was important in the case of like I needed to tell it, because I honestly, when Netflix first approached me with the opportunity, I told them I didn't feel the need to. I have experienced closure in my life, and I was at peace with where my life was and what it was going to be, what could be for the rest of my life, and I was like, I'm okay. But with the opportunity that Netflix presented, where they're saying, hey, listen, we'll tell the full story, and I told them, I was okay, great, as long as you're willing to do that, and I'm at a place where I can do that. The main thing I wanted to make sure was that there are a lot of you who really supported me over a long period of time, that I didn't give the facts, to kind of back everybody up. And it was kind of my attempt at saying, hey, listen, thank you for all your support. Thank you for standing by me. I'm the same guy that I was here, regardless of what, people may have said over the past 10 years. And it was good for people and for me, for people to be reminded of that. And so, yeah, I thought it was well done, and it was exactly what I wanted it to do.
You said you felt like you had closure prior. Do you feel like you have more or a different sense of it now, having done it?
Well, it's a little different because the narrative has changed now. I think with the truth coming out and the facts coming out, and everybody got to see it, and it was almost like people were like, "Man, see, I told you he was a good dude," And so, it was cool for me to experience that love and that reception and that support and respect again that I didn't have for a while. But again, like I said, every time I came back home to Notre Dame, it was always done.
One more for the cameras. Manti, you talk about Notre Dame having a 40-year commitment. What's the biggest thing that you're taking away from your Notre Dame experience from the classroom that's helping you in your professional life?
Well, it's not only the classroom; it's the relationships you make with your classmates, with professors. That's what it is for me. It's the people that make this place. I really try to think for myself when I was done here, what truly makes Notre Dame special. And obviously there's a spirit about it, like you come here, there's a look about it, there's just this feel. And honestly, I just came down to it's the people, man. Like, there's a guy that bought me and my family's meal last night. He didn't have to do that, and he didn't say anything about it. He just came by our table and said, hey, you have a beautiful family, and he walked off. And then when the tab came, the waitress was like, the guy just paid for your bill. And it's that, and so that's what I take from it, and that's what I want everybody to understand. Every student athlete, every student, anybody who ever comes to this university, is give it everything you got, because I promise you, if you do, Notre Dame will return the favor tenfold. And I am eternally indebted to this school, to these people, and whatever this school needs me to do, I'll do.